The voice that guided millions home for Christmas has gone silent forever. Chris Rea, the legendary blues rock singer behind one of the most beloved holiday songs of all time, has died at age 74. But this isn't just another celebrity death story. This is about a man who battled cancer, survived having his entire pancreas removed, fought through a stroke, and still gave us music that will live forever. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear about Chris Rea's life and career will absolutely blow your mind. Let me take you back to 1951, North Yorkshire, England. Chris Rea was born into a family that was basically a melting pot of European culture. Italian father, Irish mother, 6 siblings, all living above an ice cream factory and cafe that his father owned. Now here is the thing that most people do and know. Rea didn't just wake up famous. At 22, he joined his first band called Magdalene. That didn't work out, so he tried again with a group called Beautiful Losers. Notice a pattern here? The guy kept pushing, kept trying, kept believing in his music. In 1974, finally, he got his first record deal. His debut single, So Much Love, dropped that same year. But it didn't set the world on fire. Not yet. Then came 1978, and everything changed. His debut album, Whatever Happened to Benny Santini, was released, and with it came the song that would launch him into stardom in America. Fool, if you think it's over. This track climbed all the way to number 12 on the Billboard Hot 100. We're talking mainstream success here, people. The next year, he got nominated for a Grammy for Best New Artist. But here's what makes Chris Rea different from so many one-hit wonders. Hold on, because what I am about to tell you about the creation of his most famous song is absolutely insane. Most artists dream their whole lives about creating one song that becomes timeless. Chris Rea did it almost by accident, and the song barely succeeded at first. Keep watching to find out what happened. The 1980s were massive for Chris Rea. We're talking album after album of pure gold. His unique style, that gravelly, bluesy voice mixed with rock energy, set him apart from everyone else in the industry. Albums like On the Beach, Shamrock Diaries, and later The Road to Hell in 1989 weren't just commercial successes. They were artistic statements. The Road to Hell especially became iconic with its commentary on modern life and the frustrations of traffic and daily commutes. It resonated with millions of people. Then came 1991 with Auberge, featuring hits like Josephine. And yes, that song was named after his daughter. Can you imagine having a hit song written specifically for you by your dad? That's legacy right there. But let's talk about the song, the one you've all heard. 1986, Driving Home for Christmas. Here's the crazy part. When it was first released, it flopped, like completely failed to chart. It wasn't until 1988 when it was included in the compilation album, New Light Through Old Windows, that people started paying attention. And even then, it took years before it became the holiday classic we know today. Now, it's literally impossible to escape during the Christmas season. And honestly, would we even want to? That song has become part of the holiday tradition in countries all around the world. It hits different because it's not about Santa or presents. It's about that universal feeling of wanting to be home with the people you love during the holidays. Now, this is where Chris Rea's story becomes truly inspirational and honestly heartbreaking. 1994. He's at the peak of his career, touring, making albums, living the dream. Then comes the diagnosis that would change everything: pancreatic cancer, one of the deadliest forms of cancer there is. But Chris Rea wasn't done fighting. He underwent extensive surgery where doctors removed his pancreas and parts of his intestines. Let that sink in for a second. The man literally had organs removed from his body. The result? He developed diabetes and had to completely change his entire lifestyle. Most people would retire. Most people would say, "I've done enough. I'm going to rest." Not Chris Rea. He kept making music. He kept performing. He kept giving his fans everything he had. Fast forward to 2016. He suffered a stroke. And if you've never experienced a stroke or known someone who has, let me tell you, it's terrifying, especially for a musician. Rea told The Guardian in an interview that he genuinely believed the stroke had affected his ability to perceive pitch. He said it was a very scary moment and that he had gotten it into his head that his musical perception was gone. It took people around him constantly reassuring him, telling him, "There's nothing wrong with what you're playing," before he believed them. That's the mental battle that comes with physical trauma. The doubt, the fear, the wondering if you'll ever be the same again. 2017. Chris Rea returned with what would be his final album, Road Songs for Lovers. He even went on tour to promote it, because that's what performers do. They perform. But during one of those shows, the unthinkable happened. He collapsed on stage, right there in front of his fans. He had to cancel the rest of his tour dates to recover. Think about what that means. This man had survived cancer, diabetes, a stroke, and he was still out there trying to give people the music they loved. That's dedication. That's passion. That's love for the craft. Yesterday, December 22nd, 2025, Chris Rea passed away peacefully following a short illness. His wife, Joan, and his daughters, Josephine and Julia, were by his side. His family released a statement on Instagram that perfectly captures his legacy. Chris says music has created the soundtrack to many lives, and his legacy will live on through the songs he leaves behind. So what do we take away from Chris Rea's life? We remember a man who didn't get famous overnight, who joined multiple bands before finding his voice, who got his first record deal at a time when most people would have given up, who created a song that failed initially but became one of the most beloved holiday classics of all time. We remember a fighter who battled cancer, survived impossible surgery, fought through a stroke, and kept making music until his body simply couldn't anymore. We remember someone who named songs after his daughter, who understood the simple human desire to drive home for Christmas, who put real emotion and real life into every note he sang. This Christmas, when you hear "Driving Home for Christmas" playing in a store, or on the radio, or streaming on your playlist, take a moment. Remember Chris Rea? Remember that voice? Remember the man who gave us a soundtrack for coming home. Rest in peace, Chris Rea. Your music will guide us home forever. Like and subscribe to honor Chris Rea's memory. Share your favorite Chris Rea song in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.